Hey there adventurers, my name is Alexandra with the Bucket List Mermaid, and today I am going to be taking you around the very popular Glenwood Springs / Colorado River KOA. If you didn't know, I live full-time in this beast of an RV. Its name is Dipsy. I know, it's named after the Teletubbies. This is my first time in a KOA. I know that KOAs are very, very popular and I wanted to check it out. So let's see if this KOA lives up to your expectations and if you think that you would want to come camp or RV or maybe come stay in a cabin. Let's go check it out. So right here, this is our fifth wheel. We're going to start our tour of this place. And we are at spot number West 35, so W35. And it's honestly really nice. It has a little fire pit there. It came with the table and chairs. I will say that the sun actually rises from over there and then it sets over on the other side. So the mornings and lunch times are a little rough. We do have to put out our awning since there is not much shade here for us to use. However, once that sun dips behind that RV, we actually get some really nice natural shade from this RV. So really nice. Now, as we continue walking down this way, there are a lot of pull-through spots here, which makes it very nice for bigger rigs. And these are full hookup. However, they do have these spots right here on the end that are the more value spots, and they are only electric. I would definitely not fit there, but if you do have a smaller camper or a van, this would be perfect for you. Well, most of the roads in this campsite are one-ways, but as I said, they have a lot of pull-through options, which means that it gets a little muddled just because there's people coming out every which way. So if you are coming here, maybe look at a map beforehand or maybe get an escort if you do have a larger rig, because I actually went to the east side first, got very lost, and then had to come circle around back here before finally pulling in to my massive spot. And it's not like they have signs, they just have these like one-way do not enter signs. So just be aware. Another very nice touch is they do have a lot of these dog waste stations available, and we will check out the dog park later. So there are several tiers of how much you can pay here if you want the creme de la creme, and I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the fanciest an RV spot will get. So it is right on the river. Let's go check one out since there's one open. So this is one of the back-in river spots. This will probably put you down about $95 a night, which is kind of expensive for an RV site. However, look at this. So you've got a covered patio, you've got some chairs, a barbecue, and then look at this. What do you think? Would you actually pay that amount to stay there? Is it worth it being right on the river with two chairs and a fire pit right there? You definitely let me know in the comments if you would pay that. I do have to say, this RV park is busy. It definitely lives up to its reputation of being a KOA because it is constantly poppin'. So I know that most RV campgrounds are pet friendly, but I do have to shout out the Glenwood Springs KOA just because I do think that they have taken it a little step further. Not only is there a ton of walking paths and trails along the river for dogs, but there's also the cleanup stations everywhere, and then you have this massive dog park. And one thing that I've never seen before that they do have is that they have a small dog park and a big dog park. So you won't have, you know, your giant Great Dane playing with your Chihuahua. It's just kind of a nice, thoughtful touch. Again, just moving closer to this. They also have some shade for you over there. So this is the big dog park. And then moving over here, this is the small one. Another thing that is pretty unique is this right here is a boat ramp. And then you can also have access to the river over here. There is no swimming, unfortunately, but let's go check it out. Oh my gosh, I am just such a happy camper right now. Do you see this river? Oh, so this is the Colorado River, hence it being named Glenwood Springs / Colorado River KOA. So you can put a boat in here. You cannot go swimming. However, it is really nice to have access to this literally right outside of your RV. There's actually some trails that you can walk right along the river, so that might be kind of fun with a dog. This right here is spot 35, not to be confused with W35, which I did multiple times, but this is one of those that backs to the river, but it does not have a patio. So in the ones that back to the river, you do have a little picnic table, a little fire pit, although it's not as fancy as the other ones. However, you do back to this lovely open space. So they actually call this section the island, and you can go explore there if you want to, which Let's do it. What do you think? Should we do it? Let's do it. But it empties into the Colorado River right there. Okay, so I am now on the trail that is right by this river. We're gonna go explore the island. That's actually what they call it. And on the map, it's like explore at your own risk. Love that. I love when it says that. Cool. Let's go check it out. Here I'm on the river. I'm about to cross into this explore at your own risk island section. So, okay. Okay, so here I feel like you can see a pretty good view of what this looks like with all of the RVs. Got some nice right by the river. Over there, that is the main building, the gas station. And then we'll go check this out later, but this is actually a splash park. It's not on at the moment, which I was kind of hoping it would be. Yeah, let's go explore. Okay, I'm gonna go up this little hill here. So these right here behind me are actually cabins that you can stay at within Glenwood Springs KOA. So I think that this is really good if you don't want to go camping, or maybe you want to do like more of a glamping, or if you have people in your party who don't enjoy camping, they can just rent a cabin instead. So I think this variety of accommodation is a nice selling point for Glenwood Springs KOA. So overall, they have cabins, they have RVs, mostly RVs, and then they also have a tent site, which we will go check out later. So I have to give a thumbs up on this little island thing. They do have a marked path right here, and you can just constantly hear the river, and the surrounding area is just stunning. So if you want to go on a little tiny hike and not even leave the RV park, this would definitely be a good option. While I am here exploring this little island area at Glenwood Springs KOA, let's talk a little bit about shade, because there is a ton of shade here, but not exactly in the park. I think that there are just the right amount of trees to make the park pretty, but I'm not sure that they actually are useful in providing any substantial shade. Now, just for reference, at the time of this video being filmed, I am here during peak season, so it's late July, early August area, and I am not going to sugarcoat it, people. It's hot. So definitely make sure that you have all of your systems in place within your RV so that you're not baking in that tin can of yours. Gonna be honest, every day that we've been here, it's been about 90s, 100s area, so just keep that in mind. Silt. Hot. And I would not expect a lot of shade unless you are in one of those tent campsites, because I did notice a lot more shade in the tent campsites. However, if you're in an RV, you might have to put the awning out. With that being said, it is surprisingly not windy. I don't know if it's like this all the time or if this is just a fluke, but we've been able to fully put our awnings out with no wind issues at all the entire time that we're here. So 10 out of 10 on that. Again, this little island is so nice. The river's right there. Look at all this shade. Look at the trees. I must say that there is a lot of wildlife in here because I keep hearing it rustling around. So we're just going to keep walking and hopefully make some noise so they stay away from us. Cool. And here is that mighty Colorado River that everybody wants to be by when camping. And I can see why, because it's beautiful and big and green. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful here, so isolated. You're kind of in the middle of nowhere, Colorado. So there you go. Let's talk about the things that I like about the Glenwood Springs KOA. Now, number one, it definitely does have a good surrounding location. You are right by the Colorado River, and you're also conveniently situated in between the Rifle Gap and Glenwood Springs, which are two very amazing Colorado destinations. Although there's not a ton to do in Silt itself, at least you have access to all of this naturey goodness. Also, one of the things where this camp really shines is the amenities. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably one of the best I've ever seen. I mean, seriously, they have a pool, they have a splash park, they have a general store, they have laundry, they have showers, they have a dog park, The list goes on and on and on about all the things that are included in this park. Also, another thing, which I say as a double-edged sword, is that just as you come in this Glenwood Springs KOA, you are actually right next to a gas station / truck stop. So this is good because it is very easy to get to, especially in the mountains. Like, sometimes it's a little scary to drive those mountain roads with your rig, but so it's very easy and convenient to get to. And also, you can get gas straight with your rig as you come in or out. However, it's a double-edged sword because I can see the gas prices from my bedroom window. So what are the things that I don't really like about this RV park, or there's room for improvement, is number one, it's not actually in Glenwood Springs. I know you go onto the website and it's like, oh, Glenwood Springs, Colorado River KOA. And it says there, it's in Silt. However, I just feel like labeling it as Glenwood Springs KOA is a little bit misleading. I would definitely say that you are about a 20-25 minute drive away from Glenwood Springs, which is still accessible by all means. However, when I was booking, I was made to believe that I would be a little bit closer than that, so that was definitely not super fun. However, I'm not complaining too much. We're still 20 minutes away. Another thing is it is quite expensive because of where it is and all the amenities that come with it. You're looking at paying probably a little bit over what the average RV price is. And also another thing that I didn't really love is that when I was booking this, I had to pick from the category. So for example, I said, oh, I want a pull through with a patio 50 amp, but I didn't actually get to select my spot unless I paid an additional fee. So that wasn't my favorite thing ever. And another thing that I had to pay for is I had to pay daily for my car to be here, which was only about $5 a day, but we live full time in this, so we stay the maximum time that we can in these RV places so that we can bring you the best reviews possible and really explore every nook and cranny. So we were looking at some pretty hefty fees for keeping our extra car here. And last but not least, just some shade would be nice. Sometimes you're a little bit out in the open and it can get hot really quickly, especially if you're here during the summer, but that can also be avoided if you just simply come in the spring or the fall. Also, I would recommend actually coming to those off like shoulder season times, just because then you can go into Glenwood and go into the hot springs and you won't feel like your skin is going to melt off. There is their barn, along with some cabins right there, and just look at how stunning and serene that looks. Let's actually talk about some stuff that is near here. We've kind of already touched on it, but anywhere near Rifle Gap Reservoir, they have Rifle Falls there, so that is a really good hike. If you're looking to go paddleboard or hike, you can definitely go to that area. Also, Glenwood Springs is the other way, which is one of my favorite destinations in Colorado, and I actually wrote an entire bucket list on what to do in Glenwood Springs. I've pretty much done it all, and I've been here during every single season, so I go into that in the blog post. I'll definitely link it in the description if you are interested in that, because you do need to go explore that. And if you are going through Glenwood Canyon, I would 100% recommend hiking Hanging Lake or any of the other hikes over there. I actually did a rafting trip yesterday through Glenwood Canyon, which was amazing. It was so nice. Definitely not like my previous Royal Gorge one where I almost I adventured a little too hard on that one. And nearby, there's hiking, there's fishing, there's guided tours, there's pretty much everything for an adventure here. So you will definitely not be bored if you stay here. It is very conveniently located to pretty much everything. Or you can go into Silt with their one pizzeria, their one taco stand, and a dispensary. So it's up to you. Okay, back on this lovely little trail by the river. So we are going to go check out the main area for guests over here, which has the most concentration of amenities that they offer here at Glenwood Springs KOA. The most unique one would be this, which unfortunately it's not on. I'm very sad. I swear, just watch it come on right now as I'm here with my camera. I would cry. Please don't do that. And then right next door, they have this pavilion. There is a barbecue over there that you can go hang out in, which is really nice. Again, you got those lovely views. And here is the main building, the general store, and the pool. Let's go inside. So here I am at the Glenwood Springs KOA pool. As I said, it is a little cold, but I do not mind whatsoever because it is super hot here right now. You've got a hot tub, which unfortunately is not working, and you've got these cabanas with plenty of chairs, plenty of shade. And I also have to say that they do have their own Wi-Fi, and normally I do not trust Campground Wi-Fi as far as I can throw it. However, this one works in some places. Sometimes it's a little spotty, but sometimes it works like better than I've seen before. So I've actually spent almost an entire day here just working under these cabanas. So 10 out of 10. And as you round the corner, there's that gas station right there. That view is pretty. This view of this and the highway, not so much. Okay, now let's go check out the general store. This is honestly a lot bigger than I have seen, but there is a ton of stuff here, especially for RVs. Like there's a sewer hose. The really funny silt happens, get it, because it's in silt. I won't explain that joke to you. But yeah, really nice mats and RV stuff, some cold drinks, some coffee in the morning. And then over here, we have the laundry, which is really nice for us full-timers because we do have a little laundry machine in our rig, but it's tiny and only washes like one shirt. So pretty nice. And here you've got a really nice high ceiling building. You can rent some movies. So yeah. And right over here, you do have a dump station that's right on your way out. So if your site does not have sewer, I'm going to be honest, a lot of them do have full hookups. So this is not 100% necessary depending on where you are. But if you are an electric only site, then there is a dump station here for your convenience. And right here is where you will be coming in. There's actually 2 roads. So where that RV is right now is where you will park, and there's a little stop sign there. You will go in, you will check in, and then they will tell you kind of where your spot is. If you are not coming in for the first time, there is a way around that you can take. So very nicely organized here, and I haven't gotten stuck behind too many people, which is nice. One of my complaints, I don't know if you can see it, however, there are grasshoppers everywhere, and they have scared the living bejesus out of me. Oh wait, can you see them all? Okay, they're super tiny. They look tiny on camera, but I promise you, I'm a girl. They're terrifying. I hate bugs. I'm sorry. I hate to be a stereotypical girl, but I can't do it. I don't like to have bugs flying at me from all directions. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, look at them. They're everywhere. Oh my God. Oh, I need to take my cats out here. And right here is another amazing amenity, which is a playground for the children. I must say that this specific RV park, I would definitely recommend to families just because you've got the splash park, you've got the pool, you've got the hiking down back in the island, you've got this playground. I just feel like this is a family camper paradise. Like it is specifically made for family campers. So I would definitely recommend this to anybody who has the little ones. And over here, here's a close-up of one of the cabins that you can rent. Very nice, has total views of the river. Looks like they've got a barbecue, a sitting area over there. So definitely good for those who don't want to camp but still want to get out in nature and near Glenwood. So one thing I do have to say about this RV park, Glenwood Springs KOA, is that if you are in an interior spot, especially on this side, on the east side, you are pretty close together, as you can see. If you do want to pay extra for those river view front ones, then you're definitely more spaced out. But in the interior here, definitely feels more like an RV park. So just keep that in mind when you are booking your reservation. I think that the surrounding area of this park is beautiful. I'm not sure the park itself is beautiful. However, it just has a lot of stuff to do. So, you know, give or take what you want. Again, where this really shines is all of these amenities and public spaces that you can use. It's like there's a place for horseshoes, I believe. I also saw a place for cornhole as well, kind of by the main office. And there's just barbecues everywhere. So this is definitely built for us Coloradans. Like you can definitely tell what they thought was important, because us Coloradans love to camp outside and we'd love to barbecue things with a mountain view. So over here, you can find the tent camping sites. I will have to say that they do have a lot of shade, although they're not my favorite. You do get a nice view of those mountains over there. However, it is very tiny, so if you do want to tent camp here, I would definitely book really far in advance because there's definitely not as many spots as the RVs. Same with cabins. This is definitely an RV park, and although they do have tent camping and cabins, there is not that many. You can see some more cabins over here though. So yeah, I would definitely just book early just so you can avoid disappointment. Oh, wait, there's a tent site free. Let's go look at it. Okay, this is T1. Look at this big tree right here. There's a silo right there. They also have a barn over there. Don't ask me what it's for. I definitely think you get some nice shade with this tree. Oh, there's electric. Oh my gosh, an electric camping spot. That is fancy schmancy. So there you go. Actually do get quite a nice view. Some really nice shade from this tree. Pretty nice option for tent camping in this area. So these spots I believe are the value spots. However, they're still kind of expensive for value spots. I think I looked and although this is subject to change, but when I looked they were around in the 60s. As you go over here, these are going to be the more luxury pull-through options. It's just another example of these pull-through spots with the patios. But you see what I mean? Like there's trees here. However, they just don't do much good. Like I'm not gonna get shade with this tree, so it's hot. I'm a sweaty mermaid. Right here is one of the bathhouses, and sometimes I do prefer this one because it's a little bit less busy than the other one, but look in here. You have another set of laundry machines. You have some unisex showers, and they are big, and they're nice, and they're not push. They actually have temperature control. I'm a shower snob and I hate doing it in my RV, so thank you Glenwood KOA for giving me good showers. So that is it for the tour of the Glenwood Springs KOA. I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Do you think that this is worth it? Do you think that you would personally park here and go explore the surrounding area? Definitely drop a comment so I can see what your thoughts are on this very popular camping destination. And now in typical The Bucket List Mermaid fashion, because I am called the Bucket List Mermaid, I am now going to go grab my tail because, you know, I'm called the Bucket List Mermaid for a reason. Okay, so now that we are done with our tour, I am now going to take my tail right here and my doggo, and we are gonna go find a spot to go mermaiding. And my Insta360 camera, which is honestly my best kept secret for mermaiding alone. See my little best friend's teeth marks right there. Ha ha ha. So here I am at my mermaid spot with the tail. It's my tail. I have named her Calliope. And there's the doggo, the most important part. Here I am with my tail at Glenwood Springs KOA with Maggie. You can check out more on thebucketlistmermaid.com where I have my full Glenwood Springs KOA guide. Thank you guys so much for watching, and always keep adventuring. We will see you next time.